Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Arnold Eagle Hall here in Arnold, Missouri for the NFA 22 weigh-ins presented by Unrivaled Realty and Primetime Sports Pub, the official after party of tomorrow night's event. Ladies and gentlemen, limited tickets are available at the door if you guys want to attend, or if you want to order online, head to NFAtix.com. If you're unable to attend tomorrow night's event, be sure to catch all the action on pay-per-view at NFAfights.com. And now, without further ado, let's begin our face-offs for the evening. We start in the welterweight division, introducing to you the scale, Brandon Caligari. Brandon Caligari weighs in 169.6 pounds. Head right over here, stand on that. His opponent representing Han MMA, Evan Winters. Evan Winters weighs in 169.7 pounds. Toes on the tape, gentlemen. It's our first fight of the night tomorrow night, welterweight division, Winters versus Caligari. We move now to the NFA middleweight division. Representing IQ Jiu-Jitsu, fighting out of Fredericktown, Missouri, Dougie Brand. Dougie Brand weighs in 184.9 pounds. His opponent representing ES MMA and Fitness, fighting out of High Ridge, Missouri, durable Nick Duran. Nick Duran weighs in 185 pounds. Second bout of the night, middleweight division, Duran versus Brand. To the welterweight division now, representing Midwest Jiu-Jitsu Academy, fighting out of Quincy, Illinois, Mad Maximilian Miller. Max Miller weighs in 170.8 pounds. His opponent represents Wise Warriors MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Jake Just Bleed Kaiser. Jake Kaiser weighs in 171.1 pounds. This is a welterweight matchup, Kaiser versus Miller. No titles tonight, right? We head now to the welterweight division, or sticking with the welterweight division anyway, representing Absolute Martial Arts and Diamond Dogs MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Nate Yang. Nate Yang weighs in 168.2 pounds. His opponent representing Blue Collar Mafia, fighting out of Cuba, Missouri, Jacob Hard Knocks Burns. Mr. Burns weighs in 168.9 pounds. Is that Mr. Burns reference? No. Okay. Welterweight matchup, Burns versus Yang. To the NFA lightweight division we go, representing St. Charles MMA, fighting out of St. Charles, Missouri, Thomas Special T. Stolman. Thomas Stolman weighs in 154.9 pounds. Right here on the X. His opponent representing ES MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Braden Eddy. Braden Eddy weighs in 155.2 pounds. NFA lightweight division, Eddy versus Stolman. Sixth bout of the night, NFA featherweight division. Representing Combat Academy, fighting out of Moberly, Missouri, Christian the Meat Hammer Binswanger. The Meat Hammer. Binswanger weighs 145. His opponent represents Wolves Den and War Eagle, fighting out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Ibrahim, the Sniper Alcanas. He weighs in 145.1 pounds. Featherweight division, Alcanas versus Binswanger. Seventh bout of the night, we move to the NFA flyweight division, representing Peoria Athletic Club, fighting out of Peoria, Illinois, Bryce Skinny B Kaiser. Bryce Kaiser weighs in 125.4 pounds. His opponent represents Wolves Den, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Tyler James. Tyler James weighs in 125.1 pounds. We have a flyweight matchup, James versus Kaiser. Moving now to the featured bout tomorrow night, NFA 22, we go to the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, representing Peoria Athletic Club and Lycans Den, fighting out of Champaign, Illinois, Chad the Hitman Hinton. Chad Hinton weighs in 145 pounds. His opponent represents Blue Collar Mafia, fighting out of Cuba, Missouri, Garrett Van Berkel. Mr. Van Berkel weighs in 144.9 pounds. Featured bout, featherweight division, Van Berkel versus Hinton. Time now for the co-main event of the evening. We move to the professional lightweight division. Representing Honey Badger Martial Arts, Jason Baba Yaga Powell. Jason Powell weighs in 155.6 pounds. His opponent represents Han MMA, fighting out of Barnhart, Missouri, Luke Sub-Zero Winston. Luke Winston weighs in 155.1 pounds. Co-main professional lightweight division, Winston versus Powell, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the main event of the evening of tomorrow night's NFA 22. We go now to a professional catchweight at 160 pounds. Introducing to you first, representing Absolute Martial Arts and Diamond Dogs MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, by way of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Irfan Mulavutinovic. Irfan weighs in 159.1 pounds. His opponent for this main event, representing Real Deal Martial Arts, fighting out of Hot Springs, Arkansas, Dave Buckshot McIntosh. Dave McIntosh weighs in 162 pounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Catchweight 160, McIntosh versus Mulamatinovic. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're unable to attend, make sure you tune in on pay-per-view at NFAfights.com or head to NFAtix.com to purchase your tickets for tomorrow night's event right here in Arnold.